get it together. All right, so sweet strawberry bundle, and then the berry blessings, and the paper that goes along with it is so beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, and it is so pretty. But this is a free bundle in the celebration brochure. With a $100 purchase, you can choose this. So it's awesome, and I think it's well worth it because it's a lot of fun, and we are going to be working with that. So the first one I'm going to do is a real simple, easy card. It's super simple. We're going to do this, and then I'm going to step it up a little bit. So we've got a piece of Poppy Parade that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm just going to fold that in half. Normally I score them, but lately I've been cheating and not scoring them. I've just been folding them. Okay. All right, and then I've got a piece of So Saffron, and I am going to just place it right there like so. But before I do, we're going to do some stamping on there. I am going to stamp this little strawberry branch right here, and I'm going to stamp it. I think I accidentally, no I didn't, thought I put it away accidentally, with some Mango Melody. I got my scrap sheet of paper here and my Stampin' mat, because I'm going to stamp off. Okay, so I am just going to ink this up. I'm going to stamp this off, bring in my So Saffron layer, and then I'm just going to stamp right about there. And then I'm going to stamp off again. Hey, Chris! And bring that one right about there. There we go. So it's just really, really light. It's not overbearing. Okay, and then I'm going to close that up, move that to the side, and then what I've got, which I did not put in here, but I have it over here, it's okay. We've got a piece of Designer Series paper that is from this set. Let me show you. I didn't show you. I get so excited sometimes I get ahead of myself. This paper is so beautiful. You can see I've been using a lot of it already. So let me go ahead and get some of these little pieces out of the way. So these are, you get 2 sheets of each, and then that's the back. Isn't this beautiful? It looks like watercolor. So gorgeous. And then that's the back of that. And then you have the blueberries, and that's the back. And then the raspberries, and that's the back of that. Isn't that cool? I love it. And then some more strawberries, and that's the back of that. We're using this piece in this card that we're doing right now. And then you have, wait, those are probably blackberries. These are probably blackberries, the purple, and then these are raspberries. And then that's the back of that. Isn't that gorgeous paper? I am going to have so much fun with this. Okay, and the coordinating colors in here are Balmy Blue. There's a lot. Balmy Blue, Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Delight, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Poppy Parade, Rich Razzleberry, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why am I using So Saffron? Well, because I noticed that in this paper has got a little bit of yellow in there, and I thought that the So Saffron looked really good with that in the Poppy Parade. So that's why I chose that. So it works. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside, and I am going to stamp my strawberry in some Memento Black ink. And we're just going to stamp that right there. And then I'm going to stamp another one right here because I need 2 of them. And then we're going to bring in our punch, and I cut it into a thin strip that just fits the strawberry so that I don't have a whole lot of waste, except for I stamped my strawberries. No, I didn't. I stamped them right. Okay. I thought maybe my seeds were going to be going upside down, but they didn't. I did it right. Okay. So I'm just going to come in here and line this up best I can. Okay. I'm going to put this aside because we're going to need that for the card that we're going to step up. Okay. So now I have my 2 strawberries. So now we need to get our leaves, and I am going to use some garden green, which is in here. We're going to use some garden green and some, I'm going to use just the outline part of the strawberry topping. Strawberry topping. What do you call that thing that's on top of there? I have no idea. Okay, so I am going to just stamp that. I'm actually going to do it over here. And right there. And I probably am going to have to do a little cutting to get that in there. I am. It's okay. And then I'm going to stick that right in there, and I'm going to cut through my other strawberry top. Well, we'll just have to stamp it again. I did have it figured out how to do these little toppers without cutting into one, and I don't remember how I did it. And where did it go? It just went flying. Well, where did it go? Well, we're going to have to stamp it again and cut it again because it went flying, and I'm not sure where it went flying to. Okay, that's all right, right? That happens. I don't know where it went. Okay, we're going to stamp that. Try this again. Well, shoot. I might have to put a postie on this one. Trying to make this paper work. I make things difficult than what they need to be sometimes. Well, and I don't have a postie over here, so we will try this again. Stamp that. Stick that right in there and get this one cut. This one is like really hard for me to see. I don't know why, but it is. There we go. There's that one. And then I'm going to do this one right here and do that again. I need to cut it in a strip like I do for the strawberries. That's just big enough to stamp the leaf, or not the leaf, but the little strawberry topper in there. Okay, there we go. Now that I blew through that, there we got a little piece left. Okay, so let me move all this stuff here. And then we're going to glue these on here, and I'm going to use just a little bit of my liquid glue on here. It happens to you all the time. I know. And you know, when you're on Facebook Live too, it's like, it seems like everything that could possibly go wrong does go wrong. Oh. I learned a little trick on how to cut them all out at the same time. But when you're using different pieces and patterns, and you can't really do that, so you have to cut them out singly. And then it's just a trick on figuring out how to do it to where you don't waste too much paper. Okay, so then I'm just going to place those right there. I'm going to just glue one flat down. So that one I'm going to put right there. This one I'm going to put a dimensional on. So this is, like I said, this is a super easy card to make. This is not hard at all, and it's very cute to where I would be happy to get something like this in the mail. So there we go. And then we are going to, I need a piece of Whisper White, or here we go. It's still in the package. Basic White. This is actually Basic White. This is not Whisper White. But you know what? I can't tell the difference, guys, really and truly between, I've put them both together, and the difference is so, it's, you have to really look hard to see the difference. All right, so now I'm just going to ink up. I'm using the Thank You from the Sweet Strawberry set. So we're using this one right here. I'm going to ink it up in Garden Green. And then I'm just going to stamp this down. And if I put my head in underneath the camera, I'm sorry. And I don't like the way that's stamped. So we will just flip this over. And we will try this again. How about that? That works for me. Thank you, Chris. Well, thank you. Okay, so we are going to cut this right about there. And then I'm going to trim this down because I don't want this to be quite as thick. Hopefully it will cut semi-straight. I'm one of those people that can't cut a straight line, even if you draw me a straight line to cut on. And I dog sure can't draw a straight line, but I can stamp. Okay, I'm going to try to even this out a little because it is a little wider on this side. Right, that looks pretty good to me. And then we are going to just pop up one side because one of the strawberries is popped up. So we're going to pop up one side of this. So I'm going to stamp or pop up this side. I want that to be over a little more. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this right there. And then we're just going to take this right across the strawberries like so. And then we're going to glue this to our card base. Just like that. Pretty easy. All except for the strawberry toppers gave me a little bit of a hard time. They wanted to argue a little bit. Okay, so isn't that super cute and super easy? And it's just using a little bit of that designer series paper and the strawberry punch and a little garden green, and beautiful. Okay, so we could do the inside to it, but I did not put an inside to this card in my little packet, so we'll use this. We could. It's a little too small though, so we won't do an inside. I sure did not put a packet in there. So, but you could always stamp your little strawberries. You know what? I have some paper right here that we can use. Okay, so I can just cut out a piece really fast because I really don't like to have my inside of my cards not finished. Sometimes I don't stamp in them when I'm doing my lives because I want to keep them blank for whoever I decide to send it to, and I might put a different sentiment or something like that in there, but I still like to have it in there. All right, so we can stamp. You know what? We'll just do this, and I'll stamp this a little darker. So we'll probably just go ahead and go full strength. I think we will. No, I'm going to stamp it off lightly. And then we're just going to do that like so. And then I'm going to do it on the other side too. So it'll just come in just like that. And then you can stamp another sentiment in there that goes along with thank you, or you can write something really nice inside. And then you have it. You're all done. You're all done. Okay. So you have a super quick, easy card that anybody is going to really love, and it's going to put a smile on their face. That's for sure. Okay, there we go. So what do you guys think? Hope you like that. Thanks, Lynette. Thank you, Carol. Okay, so the next one up is we're going to, well, I need that open, but I'm so afraid I'm going to throw something in there. All right, so now we've got a little bit more to do to this one, and we're going to use a little bit more of that designer series paper. And we're just going to fold our card base. It's the same size. It's 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it in half or scored it 4 1/4. And we're going to put that aside. Then we're going to bring in our So Saffron. We're going to do the same thing. We are going to ink that up. I'm using Mingo Melody because I don't have So Saffron. Otherwise, I would use So Saffron. All right, so we are going to just go ahead and ink that up right there, like so. And then we are going to do this one right here, just like so. Okay, and then I'm going to close this up because I am done with it. And I am going to, we're going to punch out a couple of more strawberries again. So I want my Memento Black. And I'm going to stamp that right there. And stamp that one right there. And then I am going to punch it. So we're going to flip that around in there and give that a little punch and do this one right here. Oh, I almost went too far off the edge. I did. It's okay. It's okay. All right, and then we've got to do our little leaves again, but I'm gonna, okay, so that's how I want to do it. All right, so I'm gonna stamp that one right there. Go ahead and get that one punched out. I'm still wasting a lot of cardstock on this. Okay, there's that one. I should save those leaves. Okay, and matter of fact, I'm going to, because I'm going to need them. All right, and this one, we're going to punch this one out. Right about There. Okay, so now we have our 2 strawberry toppers. We have a leaf. Ouch. And then I need another leaf too, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do this. So, let's see. Actually, that one's not a full leaf. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that. And then I'm going to come in here just like that. Get rid of that. These little pieces. I wish I had my Post-it notes on here, because you can take a Post-it note and stick it on there. But I do have these little flags, but they're real flimsy. But I'm going to try them anyway, because sometimes you have a piece of paper that isn't quite long enough and you just need a little extra. You need a little handle. So I'm going to make a little handle here, and this is going to work for me. So that makes me very happy. Okay. Maybe. Really having a hard time seeing. I don't know why. Okay, that's going to work. All right, so there we go. So now I need 3 leaves, and luckily I have 2 right here that are already done. And then I'm going to move that out of the way. And we're still going to need a sentiment. So we've got right here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. Why we have our garden green here. Just like that. There we go. And then we've got that. We've got that. So there's our pieces there. Now we're going to bring in this. And I am going to lay across my green plaid right there, and I'm going to adhere that down. So we are going to do that. Right in the center here. So it kind of covers up where our stems kind of like have that big gap, so then you'll never know that it's there. And then I'm going to use this just like so, and we're going to put this across here. So all the measurements for this will be over on my blog. So the last 2 videos, they are already on my blog. So you can go over there to get those measurements and an easy click and shop list for all the supplies that I used. And and then this will be the same. Hopefully I'll have it on there. Oh, my husband's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow for his surgery on the 27th. So I won't be able to work on it in the morning, but if I stay up late tonight, I'll have it done tomorrow. But if not, tomorrow morning. If not, it'll be tomorrow evening. Okay, so I took my 2-inch punch and just punched out a circle out of basic white. Now, I could, if you wanted to really make it like really fancy, you could stamp like the vine on the background of that too, or you could leave it blank. I think we're just going to stamp that on there. Now most of it gets covered up anyway by the strawberries, but you know, it's just a little something. Okay, so then those are going to go there. Let's put our toppings. Toppings, it's like you're talking about ice cream. Got our toppings on here. So that's going to go just like that. And then this one's going to go on there. And then those are going to go just like that on there. And then this thank you is going to go across there. And I'm going to trim this up just like I did the other one. I think I'm going to trim just a little bit off of the bottom, like so. We're going to pop the circle up. We're going to be doing a lot of popping on this one. A lot of popping. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some dimensionals on here. Okay, we're going to put that right like that, just like so. And then we're going to glue one of these. How come that didn't stick? Wow. Must have not let it dry long enough. Okay. You're not wanting to. I've never had that happen. Okay. And then we're going to do a little glue on that. And this one's going to go like so up here. And then this one's going to go like that. But we're going to pop this one up too. So, just like that. And just like that. So just like that. And then this is going to go right across there. And again, we're going to use a little pop dot there. A little pop dot there. A little glue on this side. And then we're going to put that right across there, just like that. Oops. Just like that. So isn't that cute? And then that is going to go right on there. So that just stepped it up a little bit by just using a little bit of designer series paper. A little bit more designer series paper, other than just the strawberries. And then if you wanted to, you could put some bling on here to make it even prettier, which, let's see, we could do, I wonder how those champagne, no, I don't like that. I don't have any of the, oh, these would be cool. These are the Elegant Faceted Gems. These are not new in the mini catalog, but they are in the annual catalog, and I think I'm going to use these little whiter ones here. We can put one there. Oops, come on, stick there, and then one here, and then we can put one over here, like so. You know what? I think I want to put a couple more. So let's put that one right there. And one more. So this one, let's put that right there. There we go. So what do you guys think? I think it's super cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the next card that we're going to be doing. And this one is using the, what did I do with it? You guys know I did just have it right because I showed it to you. All right, here it is right here. So we're going to be using the Berry Blessings and some more of that awesome designer series paper, which the name of it has left me. It is Berry Delightful. Very delightful. I know I love the colors too. Thank you. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so this card here, we're going to do a little bit more to this one. This one we have, I think this is for my sentiments. This is for the die cutting. Okay, so we have 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, I did score this one. I did. Yay, me. Okay. just like so. All right, so we have our Pacific Point, and then we have this beautiful berries that we are going to put on here. No, we're going to put it on our basic white, and the basic white, I'm pretty sure this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, I think. Yeah, 5 1/4 by 4, or 5 yeah. And then this is cut just 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that it just gives you, we need a dark mat so you can see. How about this? So it gives you just a little tiny bit of a border around it, so you can see it just gives just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And this paper is just so pretty. I absolutely love it. Okay. We are just going to stick this on here. Hopefully I put enough glue to give me some wiggle room, so that I can make sure that I have this on here pretty even and straight. Okay, there we go. Move this out of the way. And then we have this piece right here, which is, I'm pretty sure this is like 3, no, I'm sorry, it is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so it's going to go right across here and here. All right, so that tells you how wide this one is. It's 3 3. What did I say it was? 3 3/4. Okay, so we're going to put some glue down on this too, and then that is just going to go right across the middle part. Right like that. Okay. So then we're going to bring in this piece right here, and we are using shaded spruce. And I'm using shaded spruce because there's shaded spruce in the leaves. And I'm also going to be using Night of Navy and Pacific Point. And I'm using those 2 colors because it's in the paper. So I can't go wrong with that. All right, so I am going to, I'm using my So Sweetly, Stitch So Sweetly dies. Remember I told you guys that if this is a staple, I think those dies are a staple in your craft room along with the stitch shapes. I think that they are so, so important to have. Okay, so I am going to stamp this in shaded spruce. And I'm going to clean off these stamps first, because I got to switch them out. And I tell you, tonight I feel like I'm going to lose my head. Okay, here we go. I really need a bigger working area for when I do my lives, because I work in such a little tiny area that I'm trying to put things in different places, and I lose where I put it. So I really need a bigger area. But this is where my computer is, and I want to be able to read y'all's comments and make sure that I'm in the screen and all that good stuff, which I'm not in the screen. I just saw that. So I just lose things. Okay, so I don't need the strawberries, and I don't need this one, and I don't need the leaf or the strawberry topper, the little topping for the strawberry. I don't need that. I don't need the thank you. So what we need is we need both of these. That one, which does the little outlines and the veins, and then we need the one that fills it in. So this is like a 2-step stamping again, and then I need the outline for the berries and the fill in for the berries, And let's see, I want to use the sentiment. Is that the one I used? Wishing you, yes, wishing you the very best. Okay, so in all actuality, I'm going to change the sentiment on this, you guys. Maybe I won't, because it's smaller and this card is got a little busyness to it, so I don't want that sentiment to get lost in the busyness. So we'll stick with this one. All right, so here we go. We are going to stamp in Shaded Spruce. I'm going to stamp the veins in it first, and I'm going to go full strength. Okay, so I'm going to just come in just like that. Okay, I think that's about how I want it. And then I'm going to come in with, I'm going to clean this off and put it back because I need the other side, and I don't want to get ink all over my fingers, because every time I get ink on my fingers, I get it on our project. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the more solid image, and I'm going to stamp that off. And then what I'm going to do is line this up and fill it in the best that I can. Just like so. Okay. All right, and then I am going to take my, I'm going to close this first. I'm going to bring in the Night of Navy, and we're going to stamp these. Hopefully I can get them right where they need to be. Right there. Right there. Okay, so there they go. All right, and then we need to clean this off because, oh no, I don't need this block, but I'm going to clean it off anyway. Okay, and then we're going to come in with Pacific Point, and I'm going to go full strength right on top of these. So I'm going to line these up the best I can. Just like that. Okay, so there we go. And then I need to do our sentiment. So I am going to stamp that in Night of Navy. And I'm going to stamp it down here to the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Wishing you the very best. All right, so I am going to go ahead and cut out our sentiment first, and then I am going to put this to the side, just like that. Now I'm going to bring in our fantastic lady over here who does wonderful and marvelous things. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. Okay, right here she is, except for she's really close to you all. So let me see if I can get that to come up a little. Okay, so am I in the screen okay, you guys? All right, so we've got our base plate. We've got our die cutting plate. We've got number 3 cutting plate. We've got our paper. We've got our die. And we are going to do that just like that. And I think, let me see something here. I might have cut it wrong. There we go, just like so. That works. Okay. That works just like that. that straight? Because I can't see at an angle. All right, and then we have our second, number 3. That's going to go carefully, right like so. All right, and then I think it just shifted on me. It'll be all right. It will be all right. I'm not going to panic, really. Okay, so we've got that. Let's move her out of the way. All right, so there we go. So beautiful. And then it's going to go here, but we're going to pop it up. So, here they are. Let's get a couple of these. We're going to pop that up. We're going to pop that up. We're going to pop that. And we're going to pop that. Just like so. Pull these off of here. And then we're going to put that right in the center. Centering, centering, centering. Like so. All right, and then the last thing is our little sentiment here. So I'm going to cut that on that side, cut that on that side, and then I'm going to trim off this a little more. And then here's the tricky part. Okay. I am going to go right in here without cutting off my bees, the top of my bees, which I might have just a teeny bit, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. Okay, so, but I want to even this out just a little bit more. Like that. And that is going to go right over here. And we're going to just glue that flat down. I love the hearts. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to glue that right here. Just like that. And then we're going to shape this guy up a little bit. I'm going to trim that. Right like so, and then that's going to get glued flat down too, just like that. Okay, just like that. Oh, my wishing you the went crooked. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, we could put some bling on this, but I personally think this card has enough going on that I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so what do you guys think about this card? Very pretty, huh? I love it. I love the colors in this. I think the blues are so beautiful. Oops, I did not want that to do that. Wonder if I can carefully pull that. I need to put a dimensional on this one side because I don't want that to sag. Okay, so we'll just do just like that and just like that. Right like that. There we go. All right, so there we have it. And then we have these two right here that we did too. So I hope that you, actually, this is the one that we did right here. Wonder why these are a little darker, but they are. I stamped them off, but I don't know. Okay, so there's the cards that we did. So we did a simple one, and then we just used a little designer series paper. I don't really like where these blings are at though. I think this one needs to come maybe down here a little bit, like so. Okay, Alrighty, so there is this one and this one. Not much difference. This one and this one. And these two, there is, for whatever reason, it, okay, what did I do with it? Oh. Do you guys want to decorate the envelope? Do you have time to do that? We could decorate the envelope. Of course, you guys, I've showed you how to do this so many times, but it's so much fun to do. Let me see. This piece right here will work. Right like that. I think that, or actually, I like this side better. What side do you guys like better? Yes, let's decorate. Yeah, that's my girl. Okay, so tell me which one, the plaid or the berries. And I'm going to go ahead and lay some glue down on this. I am being careful not to put too much on the top there, because you don't want that to ooze out on the top of, on the front of your card. But you want it to stick pretty good so that it doesn't peel up when it goes through the mail. The plaid, okay, the plaid. We're just gonna stick that right on there, just to that fold line, just like that. Push that up just a little bit, and then we're gonna all right, and then we're gonna cut it, and we're just gonna follow our envelope all the way around. Am I in the camera? I'm not looking. And as if I could hear your voice audibly say, no, or yeah, you're fine. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oops. I cut into the envelope a little bit. Sorry. And then we need to just trim this little piece off. There we go. So now we have a beautifully decorated envelope for our beautiful card. I love this card. I think it's the colors. A lot of times I can see two cards done in two different colors, and one just is like, eh. But then another one will just go, wow. And it's the exact same card, only just, I think it's the colors that really, colors matter. And I am a brights girl. I like the brights. I just do. I like some pastels, but I love the brights. All right, you guys. So with any orders during our party this week, please use the host code AHYJHRC6. Unless your order is $150 or more, do not use the host code. Please keep those rewards for yourself. I got some glue on my finger. But anything under $150, please use the host code. And here is my store. It's tinacarini.stampinup.net. And happy shopping. And also, I know you want this. I know you want this. So this to get this paper in this stamp set, Berry Blessings, is $100. But you could get the Strawberry Punch. You could get the Big Shot if you didn't want to spend that much money on the Big Shot. Not the Big Shot. I am so sorry. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You could get the mini. It's only $60. Okay, so I had to get you to $100, and then you could get this beautiful set and this beautiful paper, or you could just order whatever you wanted. And if you don't like this, then on, get something else, because there's lots of fun stuff in there. And celebration does end in February. It ends February 28th. So you've only got 4 weeks, 5, 6, 6 weeks, 7 weeks left. So to decide on what you want, because I know you want something. Okay, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining me today and spending your evening with me crafting and stamping. And I really hope that you do love the projects that we did tonight. And I know I love them doing that on my envelopes. It's so cool. So cool. All right, you guys. Have a great night. Doodly-doo.